Okay, now this is part 2. Because if I do it for 3 hours all in one sitting, my dumb fucking computer is going to be a piece of shit and not fucking record it and probably would freeze.
Or no, I'm a fucking dipshit. It says right there the altitude and speed.
So
just follow the numbers. Don't pay attention to the flashing instructions. You can tell that thing to go fuck its face.
I'm gonna land this thing. Oh yeah, I'm finally gonna land the plane. This time, I'm gonna do it for real. Oh, I got it. I got the speed right, but the altitude's off. Oh, go too fast.
just publishing one of my videos.
Hey, if anybody sees that plane, can you let me know?
Who Framed Roger Rabbit? I already mentioned the part where you go into the nightclub and find Jessica Rabbit's phone number. It's an actual 800 number that you're supposed to call. Back then, if you called the number, you would have heard a recording telling you some game tips. How did I resist not
I need
calling
more
that number
paint.
for real? Let's call it and see if it still works.
No credit card? Try collect callback. Dial 1215 Sex Talk and we'll call you right back. Connecting you to hot live talk with horny students, housewives, and working girls. That's 1215 SES.
Wow, the number has definitely changed. And we now have a Nintendo game that gives a phone
Oh,
number.
I'm starting to think
to a
that these
sex
YouTube
hotline.
videos are pointless.
That is fucking awesome.
Because I'm not.
And what about Judge Doom? One of the most difficult bosses in video game history, and I barely said a thing about him. Anytime Doom hits you, it's a little damage, but when you hit him, it doesn't do much. With such a huge
cancer.
you'd think that there would be one that
I have cancer.
But nope, he has no weakness. All you can
Oh,
do is
white.
punch. It
I don't need white.
than it looks, but Doom has no clear pattern. Just give him the right rhythm and keep hitting him. Once you knock him down, you think it's
AIDS.
all over. But no, you gotta pick up the dip can. But before you can use it, you have to select it. Like, no shit, why wouldn't I want it selected? The worst part is that now Judge Doom kills you with one hit. It doesn't matter how full your health is. Anyone's natural reaction is to tap the button, but that won't get you far. You have to know to hold down the button, and only that way can you beat him. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. With this episode, everybody seems to be happy with it. That's fine with me, but it could have gone on much further. I only showed the first 3 levels, just barely. I mentioned the tough jump in the sewer, but this one in particular I've always obsessed over.
Oh my fucking god.
Fucking jump. As a kid, I spent hours
Look
on this
what
one,
it
and
did
in
now.
27 years, it hasn't gotten any easier. This stupid platform, they don't give you any room to make the jump. Whenever you fall, the water current takes you back out to the street. Then you have to go all the way back through the building before you can even get a chance to try again. Ugh, I hate this. And don't tell me you can just fucking walk over it. You can try creeping up on the edge and giving a light tap, or you can forcefully jump a certain distance. You'll never make it, not without a lot of luck. Jeez, anybody who made it this far.
I'm running out of red. That's for sure.
Before you can even fight the Technodrome, you gotta find it first. You go in these underground caves fighting the toughest enemies yet. They jump all over the place, throw lots of shit, and they're too stubborn to die. At the end of the cave, you'll either find the Technodrome or an empty room. So it's back out the way you came. Each of these caves, you're guaranteed to lose one turtle. By the time you eventually
Oh, seriously, fuck this.
You're lucky if you have any resources left. You're beat to hell, and here comes this big mecha giant shooting lightning, firing bullets.
Oh my god,
Sometimes
yeah.
I knew it, but even worse, I just threw it on and didn't.
I gotta get a new rag.
I already mentioned
The other
how
one's
game
full of
has
fucking
nothing to
blood
do with the
paint.
movie. You're collecting clocks, throwing bowling balls, and dodging bees and other bizarre things. One thing I didn't elaborate on before is how Marty has some serious problem with his legs where he can't stop walking. You think this is a goddamn flying game because he can't stop. Imagine the problems Marty must go through on a daily basis, being cursed to walk for all eternity. Imagine trying to order at a fast food restaurant or any restaurant.
Oh my
Imagine
god,
going
my
to work
body
and trying to
temperature
use
is
a
so
bathroom or
irritating.
Fly on a plane. He can only stand still when he's behind a counter at a cafe.
If I turn this shit on, it's too cold. If I turn it off, I'm too hot.
Forgiving it is, and I've talked about it already.
Fucking
But would you
annoying.
like to know what the rest of the game is like? Do we ever see Doc Brown, or does the DeLorean ever make an appearance? Or any of the other things from the movie? Let's find out.
The rest of the street stages are all the same, except they change the color.
Are you
No
fucking-
effort. Time is money. Don't design another stage. Just change the color, and kids will think it's different. They think it's idiots.
That's what
Then we
pisses
come
me
to an
off.
empty
This.
classroom where Lorraine, I guess, is shooting hearts at Marty.
Ah.
Was he the teacher all of a sudden? And what's he catching hearts for? I suppose it's like in the movie where Lorraine has a crush on Marty, but that's his mom, so he's trying not to let that happen. Why isn't he avoiding the hearts?
God,
then?
it's
Oh, I see. Is he
this.
catching them in a book or something?
Fuck
It's the
off.
most literal interpretation of a movie. It's about time, so let's have clocks. It's about romance, let's have hearts. Was this
Oh my
by a human being?
fucking god.
Feed the movie into a computer to process it and shit out this nonsensical fuck poop. Once again, like the cafe stage, you have to score at least 50 points. Then it's on to more walking stages, and after that, it's the Enchantment Under the Sea dance where Marty plays guitar. What do? You have to play musical notes. What more did you expect? I'll tell you one thing, it's certainly no Guitar Hero.
I have another red.
Marty plays
Where
guitar
the
like
fuck is it?
Why is he wearing a I
Oh my god, I have like paint everywhere and I had to scratch my eye.
Could they have gotten
There it is. I have to rely on that stupid red.
If they can make the DuckTales theme sound
Pain
awesome,
in the ass, why?
at least you get some different music for once. Next, more walking. And finally, the DeLorean. Yes, the DeLorean makes an appearance after all. This is supposed to be the scene where Marty is trying to
Thankfully, I
get back
do
to the
have
future.
pain.
The streets of Hill Valley are getting slammed with repeated lightning strikes. All you have to do here is dodge the lightning. That's all. Why are you dodging lightning anyway? Isn't Marty trying to get the lightning to hit the DeLorean to generate the 1.21 gigawatts and send them back to 1985? Isn't that the whole fucking idea of the movie? Anyway, that's Back to the Future NES. No special.
Fuck that music.
Fuck that music.
Well, now that we've seen the whole game, we can conclude that it has some relation to the movie, but it doesn't have any of the familiar music cues. And don't tell me it was some kind of licensing issue, like they were able to license the movie, but not the music that belongs with that movie that we all recognize. No Back to the Future theme, no Power of Love, no Back in Time, no Johnny Be Good. Well, fuck this.
Luz iluminando la nieve ya llegó, el año está acabando, casi terminó. Solo puede ser que llegó el McRae. La gente está de fiesta, con mis sweaters por ahí, las botas colgadas en la chimney. Solo puede ser.
Why am I so irritated? I forgot to take my meds, that's why.
Next came Back to the Future 2
Fucking
and 3.
dumb.
This one has the Back in Time song. or at least part of it. And the intro scenes follow the movie quite well. But then the game starts, and you see all these dinosaurs, snails, and runaway trash cans. What the hell happened here? It couldn't possibly be any more different from the film. In this timeline, when Biff brought the Sports Almanac to 1955, it somehow created a world full of piranha plants, killer clouds, and evil Martys. I like how it says Back to the Future on the bottom of the screen, just to remind you what you're playing. Otherwise, you'd forget it has anything to do with Back to the Future. When I first reviewed this game, I was being a shithead. I never explained how it's played, and that's where things get really interesting. You're supposed to collect 30 items and bring them all back to their rightful places and times. You find the items behind locked doors. To unlock the doors, you need to find the keys, which are found by killing random enemies. But the keys don't sit still. They fly off the screen the second they appear. Usually, you're not expecting the key, so you might not catch it. Once the key's gone, it doesn't return. Not unless you exit the level and come back.
This
Even when
is
you
so
get a key, most of the
stupid.
doors don't let you in.
I have to
I
have
don't
lots
know
of
the
patience
reason
for this
it,
shit.
But when you do find the right door, you'll get an item. But you don't get it right away. You have to do some sort of mini game.
I'm
They're all
tired of my
different, but they're all
throat.
the same. Collect all the clocks.
Fuck
How
you.
original. After all that bullshit, you finally get the item, and now you have to find where to take it. I know where the game designers can take it, but that's another story. You have to find another room that's hidden somewhere obscure, like under a manhole or inside a pipe. Once you find this room, you think that's it. You return the item and then you're off to the next one. But no, it's not over yet. You have to solve a puzzle, a scrambled word. You select the object from your inventory that corresponds with the scrambled word. Like if I have a milkshake, I have to look at the word and think, is that milkshake? Well, it doesn't look like it. What if it's supposed to be root beer float? How would I know what they're calling it? If this is the wrong room and that word doesn't belong to the object, then you have to leave the room. If you try selecting the item, you will lose that item and have to go get it all over again. It's even more confusing that the objects in the puzzle rooms are never in the same place or time. You have to use the DeLorean to travel to the different time zones. And there's 30 of them. 30 items. How could it be any worse? Well, guess what? There's no save feature. Who came up with this? We're not even allowed to turn off our Nintendo? We have to beat the whole game in one clean shot?
Oh,
Don't be so fucked. I played for 2
I'm so
hours straight
fatigued.
without returning a single item. I ran
Just
from one side of the board to
doing
the next,
this.
traveled to different time periods,
It
and
hurts my
searched every
fucking
last
back.
I just don't know where I'm supposed to go. It's hard to even keep track of where you've been. After you've found and returned
feel like I
30
should take a
items,
break
you're
from
only halfway
painting.
through. You still have part 3 to deal with. Jeez. I could do
Like,
something much
seriously,
more
it
productive
just-
with my time. I could learn a new foreign
Painting
language.
just
I
is
could
just-
study microbiology. I could train Siberian tigers. Instead, I'm degenerating
But I feel
my
like I
brain
should
cells
just
into
keep
8-bit pixels.
Going at just
At
doing
least you can
art
skip to
because
part
it's
3 with a code.
the
On title
only
screen,
thing I
hold
should
C and
do,
select,
and
then unscramble another word.
sometimes I just
No,
don't
the
feel
code,
like
you
it.
probably know the word. Why does everything have to be so cryptic? Why did LJN have to make every NES movie adaptation? Could they have given somebody else a try? No, they wanted to incorporate the entire spectrum of awfulness. Purple for putrid gameplay, blue for bad musical abominations, green for graphical farts and garlic, yellow for piss poor lack of loyalty to source material, orange for aren't you a fucking idiot, and red for high stress, anger inducing masochism. Put that all together, you got all the colors of the shit rainbow. Hooray, LJN. I'm fucking pissed enough, but now I got one more game, Back to the Future 3 on Sega Genesis. Believe it or not, it has the Back to the Future theme, but it sounds like ass. What a piece of shit. Naturally, the graphics are a big step up, going over to a 16-bit console, and it represents the film far better than the Nintendo games. But there's one fatal flaw: the difficulty. You're Doc Brown on a horse trying to save Clara from going into the ravine. Unfortunately, the ground is littered with crates and other random obstacles, and the air is filled with birds, tomahawks, and all kinds of projectiles. You get hit once, it knocks you off your horse, costing you precious time. If you fall only a few times, you have to start over. Hazards come without any warning. The human brain cannot react as fast as this game demands. It's like a memory test. The only way to get by is to remember the whole level.
Jump. Jump again. Stop. Shoot. Fuck. You fucking processing. Stop being so blast.
It's really hard to distinguish which objects are
Oh, what does my
hazards.
little sister want? She keeps interrupting me.
Like this park anywhere near you. I guess that
Hey,
makes sense. If I
drug
was in a
progress.
galactic vacuum cleaner getting shot at, I'd be like, oh fucking hell, there's a menorah shooting Q-tips. Get out of the way. Not even the first level boss wants to be involved. Sometimes it doesn't show up at all, and you're stuck in a dead end. What happened? Did the game
No,
give
I
up?
want to have my dad
Here's
interrupt
another
me. Oh my
$4.
god.
Next, number 3, Illuminator.
I'm making these
You're not
shitty
even allowed to
videos.
see in this game? Real fun idea.
You're ruining
In a
my
room that
damn
has about
videos.
1,000 light bulbs, it
My
sure
shitty
goes dark
videos.
fast. And they're just decoration. Thought you could light a room with a light? No, you gotta kill vampires. But after you've killed one, you only get 1 second before the room goes dark again. Who wants to play a game that's pitch black? It's so black I can see my reflection on the screen. The question is, how much more black could this be? And the answer is none. And no, you can't go any higher. This is it. Great fucking game. Number 4, GeForce. What? Or just GeForce. It's another 2D shooter. You know what? This would be okay for Atari 2600. The only 2 controls are move and shoot. This game was made in 1991, the same year Super NES came out. Not to mention, if you want to play a good 2D side-scroller game on the NES, try fucking Light Force. And what is this anyway? An inside-out dolphin shooting at roadkill toads? I don't know, I'm just using my imagination. That's all you have when you play this miserable pile of goat shit. Number 5, Ooze. Oh, wow, a title screen? Really? Oh my god, it's...
Oh.
Alrighty then, okay. Well, this is the first game that uses the B button for jumping. Any gamer who grew up with Super Mario Brothers expects A to jump, but that's the least of her worries. To jump over a hole, you have to tap the B button and then press over. If you're holding the B button like you normally would, it locks you vertically until you let go. It's an anomaly of game programming. You know what's really weird? Whenever you restart the menu, it always starts at Ooze. Is that the programmer's personal recommendation? Well, so far, every one of these games is a bomb. But out of 52, I'm sure that eventually we'll find one that's decent. I hope. Number 6, Silver Sword. Well, green, green, and more green. What is this? A cabbage patch on a golf course infested with scrotums? This is a disgrace to the NES. The same platform that brought us games like Legend of Zelda. Silver Sword. The sword isn't even silver. Maybe it's corroded. Number 7, Critical BP, or Critical Bypass. Oh, now it's spelled with a Y? Oh, that's dreadful. It's like an optical illusion. Well, that's pretty bad. When the game causes eye strain and you can't even fucking look at it. What is this anyway? A pogo ball on a Segway shooting at birthday presents? Oh, Critical Bypass. It's critical that you bypass
Oh,
this
this
game.
is so.
Number 8, Jupiter Scope.
I'm
Nice, another spaceship.
not having fun
This
with
time
this.
you're a dead whale shooting at flaming condoms. That's what it looks like. The screen never moves. It's like Space Invaders, except without many invaders. Half the time, you're just sitting around waiting. Come on, give me something to shoot at. Losing at this game is impossible. Just hold down the fire button and move back and forth. Okay, what's next? Number 9, Alfredo, or Alfred and the Fennec. Yeah, Fennec. You never heard of Fennec? What happened? Where's the fucking game? Well, there's no game here. What happened? Did the programmers pass out, or did they just figure nobody would check?
And the bottom hasn't even been done yet.
Wasted, but I guess
Oh
I
my
wasn't
god,
really
this is
too
such a
excited over
chore.
playing a game called Alfredo, also known as Alfred and the Fennec. Number 10, Operation Full Moon. Now, that's puke green if I ever saw it. The nauseating hue combined with the texture of vomit makes me think that this game ate Silver Sword and barfed it out. Number 11, Dam Busters. Those damn busters. Well, it should have been called Alien Beaver Tomato Fight. That's all it is. You're a beaver shooting tomatoes and navigating through a maze. Oops, dead end. What the shit? You can't go back? I'm trapped? You're shitting me. This game is shitting me. Number 12, Thrusters. Another space shooter. Well,
Oh my
same
god,
thing
why
as
is my
before,
fucking
just different
foot always...
graphics. Where do they come up with these objects? I'm running out of imagination here. I can't decipher anything.
Okay, I'm taking a quick break.
Seizure.
Oh,
Number 13, Haunted Hill. Wow,
Oh
human
my
being. I can't believe it actually looks like something. Man, her boobs are bigger than her head. It's a shitty side scroller with the same bad controls as Ooze. Sadly, it's the best game so far. Out of the way, you fucking ghosts. Here comes Mrs. Tits, jumping like she's on the moon. Die, you onion-shaped balloon floating thing. I died by touching the air. Number 14, Chill Out. I wish I could chill out. This is horrendous. This one's basically an Eskimo snowball massacre. Climb down shits and ladders and throw snowballs. What's this? I died in midair? That seems to be a theme we're running into here. This game doesn't even care. It sucks. Gee, how much money do we waste so far? Like $56, I think? It's already exceeded the average price of a Nintendo game. Number 15, Sharks. Yeah, sharks. Sometimes sharks. Most of the time not. Well, you're stuck on this one screen, but you sure have full range. You can swim through the ocean floor. And that's all it is. Just hope for sharks to come and shoot them. Number 16, Megalonia. Another space shooter? Flying through McDonald's arches? No thanks. Number 17, French Baker. Oh man, you're a chef and the kitchen is really getting out of hand. Everything's trying to kill you. Hoagies, envelopes, and dog nuts. What do? Hit them with your rolling pin. And don't drop down. You'll just...
this is so fucking
Number 18,
awful.
Atmosquake. Oh, another space shooter? I pass. I'm only up to number 19? Jeez.
Fuck.
Number 19, Mia. The fuck? Okay, get this. You move from square to square, hoping that the next square won't make you explode. So it's like a memory game that can only be done with trial and error. Good lord. Number 20, Space Dreams. Oh my, what's this gonna be? Why, of course, another space shooter. This time, you're a pacifier shooting at weird dolls, rabbits, and safety pins. Safety pins as enemies in a video game. Where do they come up with this stuff? Gee, what kind of enemy could I have for this game? I have 32 games left I have to program, so I have to hurry up. Ah, safety pin. That'll be perfect. Next game. Number 21, Streamers. You're a clown climbing up platforms like Spider-Man. Ooh, a rabbit in a hat. What does that do? Nothing at all. A bag of money? How about that? It turns into a green, frowning face. Is that supposed to teach you a lesson that taking money is greedy? No, I think I'm reading way too deep into it. Oh, then the game crashes. Good. Number 22, Spreadfire. What is this? They should have called this Shooter Games 52. This time, you're a lobster. You don't go anywhere, and half the time, there's nothing to shoot at.
These kind of games must have been the easiest to design. Make a black background, covered in dots, and call it space. You know what? It's getting old. Number 23, Bubblegum Rosie, or Bubblegum Rossi. Yay! I've always wanted to play a game where I'm a little girl shooting bubbles. Wait a minute, you can't even kill people? Well, what do you expect? They're bubbles. You can jump on the enemies. Or wait, can you? And falling in spikes doesn't hurt you. This game has no rules. Number 24, Micro Mike. Wow, look out, Micro Mike, you're going too fast. Even if you have the quickest reflexes, you'll never be able to avoid the walls or other random objects that stand in your way. If only Micro Mike would slow the fuck down. Number 25, Underground. Well, at least it looks like Underground. Wait a minute, this guy can fall down 50 feet and survive, but if he touches the mushrooms, he spins around like a bowling pin and dies? What am I supposed to do here? What do I do? Wow, 25 shitty games and still going. This is endurance, man. I've never played such a huge compilation of crap in my life. Was the whole idea to make so many shitty games that there'd be no more shitty games left to make? Out of all these, there's got to be at least one that's tolerable. Number 26, Rocket Jock, or Rocket Jockey. You're a cowboy on a rocket with a lasso. If you actually used the lasso, that would be kind of cool. But I guess they figured they didn't have enough games that shoot. Yeah, kill those cows. Turn them into a bowl of cereal with a puppy dog. Number 27, Non-Human. Well, isn't that an appropriate title? Everything about these games are non-human, except for that very human-like face. Or are they aliens? What are these for? Other than the faces just being the area where you die, which takes up half the screen. You know you're playing a great game when you can't even jump over a hole. You can do it today, but you'll always fall down into the purple dimension of green faces. Number 28, Crybaby. By now you'd be crying, so it's like the game is mocking you. Okay, what's wrong with this picture? Baby, adult, baby, adult? And what about him, huh? What the hell's going on here? Why does the floor look like ice cube trays? What are you attacking with? Why do you die when you fall off the furniture? Why? What? Why? Number 29, Slashers. Slashers? Thought it'd be like a horror game. Instead, it's a poor man's version of Double Dragon. Saying that is being extremely generous. It makes bad dudes look like a masterpiece. At least the backgrounds change. What are these, beer steins? You're not even allowed to walk past anybody. When an enemy appears, you stop dead in your tracks and can't move until you have a punching match to the death. There's zero strategy. You just mash buttons. And what are these, hookers? I guess this guy doesn't understand the concept of a hooker. You're supposed to fuck her, not fuck her up. Die, boob lady. Number 30, Crazy Shuffle. Could the characters be any smaller? You're a tiny, indescribable object shooting tiny dots at other tiny objects. Sounds like fun? Well, guess what? It is. Number 31, Fuzz Power. Well, Fuzz is right. You're some guy with a big nose, big feet, and lots of fuzz. Roll around playing with blow dryers and hair combs. What's that? Popcorn? Oh no, I'm getting hit. I'm losing my fuzz. Now I'm naked.
Oh
Yeah.
my fucking god.
Whoever came up with this is an asshole. Whoever came up with this is an asshole. Ass. Hole? Ass. Television makes a lot of sense.
Well, this is
Number 32,
difficult.
Shooting Gallery. The easiest shooting game ever. The targets never disappear until you hit them. There's no time limit. You never run out of ammo, and you can't die. Which means the game will never end. Fortunately, you can go back to the menu by pausing the game and hitting select. Except for this game. The one fucking game that doesn't end crashes when you try to quit. Reset. Number 33, Lollipop. Are you
kidding me? Why not a sword or a machine gun? Who wants a fucking lollipop? How do you climb up a ladder? Want to take a guess? Pushing up on the D-pad? No, you jump. Who the hell jumps up a ladder? And you know what? The controls in all these games are so bad, I've forgotten that B is jump and A is attack. I've been playing for so long, I've sort of adapted to its crap factor. I swear, next time I play a regular platformer, I'm gonna try jumping with B. Number 34, Evil Empire. Game sprites so small you need a magnifying glass? That seems to be a theme here too. Look at that. There's some crazy shit going on over there. I want to join the party. Oops, dying in midair. I can understand dying because you're jumping from too high, but can't they at least make you die when you hit the ground? Number 35, sombreros. Well, I guess you're wearing a sombrero, shooting at vacuum cleaners on the street. Not much to say. I've lost all hope. 52 games, they all probably suck. I can think of some pretty bad games, like Little Red Hood, a horrible game. But at least it's one horrible game, not 52. You know what's more fun than playing Action 52? 52 card pickup. You know how you play that? Pick up the cards. Number 36, Storm Over the Desert. Ooh, another title screen. So you're an army tank shooting at other army tanks,
Oh my God,
which
screw
happen to be
this.
pink. Also, there's no way to die. Anything you touch will explode. Those pink tanks are fucking pussies. What the hell? A giant Saddam Hussein? How'd they fuck up the scale this bad? The soldiers aren't giant, so why Saddam? Now I'm getting tired of this. Can someone at least try to kill me? Hey you, get over here.
The madness of this all
Get me out of here. Well, at
is
least
trying
we're
to
home stretch.
repeat the
Third
same
and
thing
final
over and
finish.
over again.
Another thing that gets incredibly annoying, whenever you die
It's
or
just-
reset, you have to go back to the
I feel
first
like I
game
have to
every
do it.
single time. So it's hard to keep track where you left off. Number 37, Mash Man. Well, Mash Man looks like Fuzz Power with
I have to
jumping on eyeballs in
create
front of
art
Legoland.
because it's my
Next game.
duty.
Number 38, They came. They came from where? From space? No, that can't be. Number 39, Laser League. Well, I'm glad you spelled laser with a Z because that's how you say it. You don't say laser. By the way, horizontal 2D space shooter. Next, number 40, Billy Bob. This is different. It's like Indiana Jones, except it's Billy Bob. I'm kind of stunned that this game has some fluent animation here. Of course, I should have learned. In Action 52, you cannot jump down. You will hit the air so hard you will die. You can't jump to the ledge either. That doesn't work. And if you stand there too long, you die. So how do you get over? I don't know. Second screen of the game, and it's a dead end. Number 41, City of Doom. You're climbing the tallest building in the world while the tenants throw bowling balls at you. That's it. It goes on and on and on. How tall is this building? It must lead into outer space. Oh no, please, please not space. Number 42, Bits and Pieces. Ooh, a monster game. You're a guy in a cemetery jumping over monsters. You could literally play this game
Almost
with
halfway.
eyes closed. Until the second level,
Hey.
there's holes. Now you're screwed.
My journey towards 1,000 paintings.
I can't believe they sold this shit fest for $199. That's about how much it costs for a video game console. Pretty much. You can take $199, stand on a bridge, and just throw it all away. You'd rather do anything than spend it on a broken down, dysfunctional disaster of video game programming. With games that crash, hidden jumping control, random characters, microscopic sprites,
Oh my God, my nose.
mediocre space shooters. So it has one last chance to redeem itself.
I
Could
don't
this be
care.
one that all the effort went into?
I really
Could
don't
there
give
be
a shit
cherry
if
on top of
it's
this shit sundae?
quantity over quality. Fuck you, alright? I pay what I want. I don't satisfy anyone. I do this by myself. I do whatever I want. No one can tell me what the fuck to do.
Go up? You can't go right either? Oh, you gotta go right
Wanna
before
fucking
you can
eat.
go up. That makes a whole lot of sense, just because the screen didn't move all the way. Now what's this? I can't walk past a hole? Even though I'm as high up as the game will allow. If you can only pass the hole from below, why is there such a big space up there? Not to mention, why couldn't the cheetah fall down the hole instead of exploding into 4 glowing orbs? Oh, and guess how the level ends? Like that. It just stops. What more do you expect? Welcome to the most awesome glitch of all. Jumping perpetually in midair. Yeah, I could do this all day. That's no problem. Oh, what the fuck? I went through the top of the screen and came out the bottom and died? You might say it's my fault for cheating, but come on, when I fall down, I don't
This
drop
painting
through the
is
ceiling
so
and live.
frustrating. I
Besides,
don't
there's
know
more
why.
enemies in the air than on the ground, so I don't recommend it. In
Ah,
level 3, you're a different cheetah man. This is where the game starts to get hard. First of all, to die, all it takes is a few hits. Then because this big tub of fuck is such a large target, you can't duck either. There's not much-
no, my.
What's that all about? And what's this? A health bar? I have a health bar all of a sudden? Well, that's convenient. I don't know why it's not in the other levels. And now the jumping glitch doesn't work anymore? The rules of jumping change from level to level? The major reason why it's so difficult is because you outrun the screen, so you're always taking damage from enemies that you can't see until it's too late. I mean, look how
Oh,
hard
this
to
is
write I
so
am. Oh, shit.
stupid. I
Gotta
hate
jiggle
this
back and
painting.
forth just to get the screen oriented properly. Rhino Man.
I'm calling this stupidest painting.
He kills you in one hit. Doesn't matter how
Call
much
this
health
one
you have,
dumb
he runs
fuck
right in and
painting.
you're dead. The only way to beat him is to very slowly hit up, and as soon as he appears, you
Tired
roll
of
away
this
the left.
dumbass
Just a
painting.
hair too late, you're dead. Then you have to make very subtle taps. with
So
the kneecap to
sick
keep
of
yourself
it.
facing right, and one tiny step forward.
It's a
just enough
piece
so
of
he
shit.
can't
That's
touch
what
you.
it is.
It's like the only way to beat this game is to cheat. Guess that's why it's called Cheetah Men. Now we're up to level 4, which is actually 5. This time you get a cheetah that shoots arrows with a crossbow. You'd think that would make it easier. But no, the arrows never hit anything. They're too small and you can only shoot one at a time. It doesn't matter how careful you are, the enemies will always sneak in a hit before you can kill them. By the way, the health bar is gone again, but the formula is the same. 3 or 4 hits and you're dead. And I die on the first 3 or 4 enemies. Wow. The fuck nuggets who made this game thought they were gonna make action figures and it was gonna be the next best thing to Ninja Turtles? Well, that's the end of Action 52. But they made a Cheetah Men sequel. Oh yeah. You know how with a bad game, sometimes you wonder how could it have even made it in the stores? Well, this is a case in which the horror was so unspeakable, the game was never released. The cartridges were taken to a warehouse where they remained for years to come. It was never meant to be played. Then, in the late 90s, a massive break-in took place. The cartridges were discovered and became valuable collector's items. That's a true story, except that the real story was probably a little less dramatic than that. Only 1,500 of these games are known to exist, and they command outrageous prices on eBay. I don't know if I should consider myself lucky or not, but here it is, the unholy grail of gaming. Would you believe that this game is so bad it doesn't even get its own cartridge? They recycled the same plastic casing from Action 52 and put a Cheetah Men 2 sticker on the back. Let's pop this golden turd in and give it a go. The plot involves a Dr. Morbus who creates an ape-man to fight the Cheetah Men. At least it explains who the villains are this time, and no mention of the stupid Game Master. The gameplay and graphics are similar to the first Cheetah Men, and it reuses the same music. Geez, at least try to do something different. If they made Cheetah Men versus Chester Cheetah, that shit would be the motherfucking ass. The only thing original about this game is that you shoot tornadoes with a crossbow. Yeah, next time there's a tornado ripping through town, just shoot an arrow at it. At least there's a health meter this time. But how many hit points do I have? A half? 2.5? The glitches
I
are
wanna
out of
break
control.
this thing
Blocks
so
randomly
badly.
change color. There's a stone nugget that keeps appearing out of nowhere, and what is that? The game's taking an 8-bit shit. You'd think they would have ironed out all the flaws and improved all the mistakes made the first time around. But no, somehow they actually made it worse, like pouring salt on an open wound. You die by jumping. Yeah, if you walk and fall, you're fine. But jumping from a great height, you're fucked. Oh, come on, I can't land on that thing? And why is it there? The biggest issue is not being able to duck. You couldn't duck in the first game either, but here, 90% of your enemies are on the ground. That's a major problem. I still can't accept this fact, so I'm always hoping in vain that if I press down hard enough, it'll duck. Sometimes enemies come in
Okay, I
pairs.
just need a
You
break.
can't even jump over that shit. They can't hit me here, right?
Fuck this.
Get kids to turn into bitter adults, reminiscing on their screaming at the TV, throwing the controllers. I mean, anybody who has beaten this incredibly hard piece of shit not have any sense of satisfaction, but rather regrets, because it is a complete waste of fucking time. I mean, it's like coming out of a brutal fight, being the winner, but achieving nothing for all your troubles, but some bloody bruises and broken bones. It's just not worth it. The biggest problem is that the control is so awkward. You have to press up the jump, which doesn't really help because you can only go straight up in the air. It gotta be like absolutely still. And if you touch an enemy, you fly in the opposite direction. You can't get close enough to really attack anybody. You die in every pit, and it's so easy to fall into them. So every time you get hit near a pit, you're basically dead. Level 1 is ridiculously easy. You just fight one-on-one, and then you kick the shit out of everybody, and there you go.
I can't wait for this to be done.
Again. Now, level 2 is where we get to the side-scrolling gameplay. It's almost a riddle.
I went to go eat some tacos.
Every once in a while, there's these stupid bonus stages which are next to impossible. I mean, I think it's pretty safe to say that it would be easier to do this in real life. Now, when you get to level 3, there's a typhoon, so the wind keeps pushing you back. And if that's not enough, there's these twigs and birds flying through the air. Every possible projectile hurts you and makes you fly back. And there's pits everywhere. I hate this game, but why am I playing it? Well, everyone has asked themselves, and they all have the same reason. Because you're angry and you want to win. You want to beat the Nintendo, but the cold fact is that nobody cares but you. Then you get to level 4, and holy shit is it hard. You can't get near anybody to attack them, and they all have these long spears that make you fly back. You can sometimes hit people when you're walking uphill, but when you're going down, you can't really attack low enough to hit them. They're all basically just bullying up on you, and they just knock you all around. There's nothing you can do. And guess what? That's the last level. Some big ending would be worth all your trouble, but you're wrong. The only thing that happens at the end is that Mr. Miyagi winks. What a piece of shit. I mean, I guess they decided because the game's only 4 levels long, it better be the hardest 4 levels ever. Well, how about this? How about if I made a game where there's just this one cliff you have to jump over, and it's like nearly impossible. But if you do it, you win the game, and that's it. I mean, what the hell were they thinking with this piece of shit? What the hell? Now, if you're a serious Nintendo collector, do yourself a favor, don't get this game because it's not worth it. I mean, it's made many lives miserable, and you know, if you see it on sale for $1, just stay away. Don't even touch it.
Great.
Alright, I haven't played this one in a while, so let's give it a chance. Alright, well, this is really an inconvenience having to search for stuff. Look at this. You go around and you search for things. Searching. It's empty. It's so slow. Now, this is kind of fun, though. You get to punch people. We're gonna beat up Roger Rabbit now. Yeah. The only thing that's really annoying is that it takes so long to charge that punch. Oh, you know what? It isn't fun. You know, it just isn't at all. It's just a pain in the fucking ass. Can you help me? Go away, you horrid man. How about go away, you horrid game? Driving the car is really annoying because the control's so awkward. Then these weasels catch you and they make you solve riddles, and they're always the stupidest riddles too. Like, what animal can you never trust? A cheetah. And how is this cat gonna kill you? And look at this. This is the longest password ever. Would it have killed them to make this any shorter? It takes forever. Like, why should any game take like 10 minutes to type in the fucking password?
I'm almost done.
So then you go into this nightclub and you find Jessica Rabbit, and then she tells you to go find her phone number. Like, she can't just give it to you. So you go around and you search every table till you find it, and then, you know, I was looking all over this game, like, where is there a phone that I can actually call her? And it wasn't until much later, when I grew up, that I found out you're really supposed to call her. This is Jessica Rabbit. Well, I got your number and I'm calling just to say fuck you.
I hope you're proud of yourself.
Yeah, well, I hope you're proud of yourself, and you know what I mean, you fucking whore.
I'm not bad. I'm just drawn that way.
Yeah, well, wait till I draw your suicide note in your own blood, you bunny fucking bitch. I'm coming over, I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill your whole motherfucking family. Alright, well, now that I got that out of my system, let's continue with the game. So you go into the stores, and the way you buy stuff is ridiculous. You go up, and then you have to, like, go through all your items till you select the wallet, use the wallet, and then this item drops down, and you go pick it up. Now, there's only one item for sale at a time, so you have to leave the store, and then come back in, and then there's something different there. So if you're looking for something in particular, you have to keep leaving the store and coming back in. Like, imagine if in real life, like, if I walked into a liquor store and I wanted Rolling Rock, and all they had there was Budweiser just sitting on a box next to the counter, so then I have to leave, then I have to come back in again, and then there's something else, and I have to keep walking in and out the door till I get what I want. It's just, like, what were they thinking? So you finally get the dynamite, and you come over to blow up this brick wall, and watch this, it's probably the best explosion ever. Yeah, look at that, that was pathetic. So then you get to Judge Doom, and he's like impossible. And most of the things you have are just useless. You have a gun, which really doesn't do anything. You know what? I'm not even gonna punish myself anymore with this piece of shit. Alright, the game sucks. End the story. I wanna nail Roger Rabbit to the fucking cross. The original Ninja Turtles is one of the most annoying games I've ever played. You first play it and think, well, this can't be too bad. The control's decent, it's fun killing things, the sound effects are cool. You may even think I'm trying to compare it to the sequels, which are far superior. 2-player, arcade action, beat up a bunch of foot soldiers, good stuff. But this first one is garbage. And you may be like, you know, come on, it's the first of its kind, be easy on it. But no, it sucks. It sucks ass from a straw. And you want to know why? Well, where do I begin? That beeping sound when you're low on energy, I mean, that's so annoying. Now look at that. Now, how the hell am I supposed to get up there? That's impossible. And who is that guy with the chainsaw anyway? Remember him from Ninja Turtles? I sure don't. The only way I can get up there is with Donatello, the turtle with the longest weapon. Come on, get over here, you fucknut. Alright. Okay, all of that just for a pizza? Pizza shit. Okay, here's a trick I think everybody knows. When you're fighting Rocksteady, you jump up onto these crates with Donatello, and you just keep hitting him with your bow. Now, what's really weird is the timing. I mean, you have to hit him when he's sort of ducking, Not when he's standing up. I guess that would make too much sense. So it's obviously a game flaw. Then there's that level where you have to save the dam. April O'Neil says, "You have my support." Okay. What the hell did she ever do for you? Stupid banana raincoat wearing bitch. So you have to swim around and deactivate all these bombs. And there's so many things out there to kill you, and you have a time limit. So naturally, you're rushing to make it through as fast as you can. And all these electric plants hurt you, so you need a lot of patience. But how could you have patience when you're in a fucking hurry? Fuck. Level 3 is like a maze.
There's
You're in
a
a turtle
bug.
band going around, and there's steamrollers coming at you from everywhere. And you know what I always thought was really weird? Why does the turtle van have the same energy bar as the turtle that you have selected? Like, shouldn't it have its own since it's like a vehicle and not,
Hallucinating.
you know, the turtle? Never mind.
So here's a pop quiz.
'Cause it's not
Who
there
is the
anymore.
target audience for this game? Kids. Kids who were fans of Ninja Turtles. Now, you think they would have actually have put more Ninja Turtle characters in the game? Like, Baxter Stockman, the Rat King, Krang. I mean, it's not like Krang was like a minor character that came in the 5th season of the show. Krang was right there from the beginning. So, like, there's no excuse. There was no excuse
Oops,
not
I
to
put
have
a lot of paint.
I mean, instead, make way for the missile balloons, flying robot head, those little butterfly things, Mr. Fireman. And why don't you hear the Ninja Turtles theme song anywhere in the game? What a piece of shit.
You know what I hate? The fucking jumps in the sewer. If your accuracy is slightly off, you're going down. So you really gotta take your time and watch what's coming up. Oh, you son of a fuck. And you know what pisses me off? They're turtles, for fuck's sakes. They can't even swim? And look at this shit right here. These spiked walls come at you like an Indiana Jones booby trap, and some game designer who's laughing their ass off just decided to put a pizza down there. Okay, well, what's the point? I mean, are you gonna be suicidal enough to go and try to get that pizza? I mean, who's gonna do that? It's impossible. What a joke. And speaking of hard to reach pizzas, look at this. Come on. Oh, you fuck rat. This is just a bunch of cockadookie. This is bullfuck. Jesus Christ almighty.
Oh my god.
Holy shit. Fuck. Oh my god. Oh man. Why is this game so hard? It's for kids. Have mercy. And why does this jump have to be so close to the ceiling? Fuck this game. And you know what pisses me off? Every time you fall down, you have to walk through the entire room all over again.
So
All the
close.
enemies come back, so you have to fight everybody all over again. Now, if you get the pizza, the
One more
pizza doesn't come
color.
back. Only the bad guys. What a shitload of fuck. I mean, you can't even develop a strategy because the enemies keep changing. It's completely random. I can't get
Dear
over
Fred.
this fucking jump.
Oh,
If only those two
finally,
extra
the final
platforms weren't there, it
stretch.
wouldn't be a problem.
now I can take a break.
Can I get up? Can I get up? God fucking damn, get the fuck get up there. Fuck. Whoa, dude, this game is a total bummer. What a joke. Fuck. We can just walk over?
You can just walk over it. Cowabunga. Cow a fucking piece of dog shit. This game is diarrhea coming out of my dick. This game is as appealing as a fucking ooze-infested, dirty fucking sewer rat shit. I've had more fun playing with dog turds.
shredders my ass and splinters my balls. This game is based on
Oh God, don't let
So,
the bird get you. Ass.
I feel like
Get
that,
the key. Yeah, the hoverboard.
my life is
Cool.
Tragic.
Bonus stage.
and
Wow.
my way to cope is
I wish I could go
painting,
back in time to prevent this game
but
from being
sometimes even
made.
painting becomes
Unfortunately, I need to build a flux capacitor and
annoying
also use
sometimes.
plutonium to generate the 1.21 gigawatts of electricity, so it's out of the question.
I have this.
So, let's end on a
Um,
positive note. There's got to be one good thing about this game. And I
I
know
don't
what
know.
it is.
But
It fits
there's
the
a
code.
journey that will accomplish 1,000 paintings, and I feel like it will happen.
McKids is nothing more than an advertising vehicle, much like games such as Yo-Yo and 7-Eleven Spot. Now, some people out there may actually like this game, and to be fair, it isn't one of the worst games in the NES library. There are definitely much crappier games such as Bugs Bunny's Birthday Blowout and Silver Surfer, for example. So anyway, let's check out McKids. So there's Ronald with his magic bag of hallucinogenic drugs. I always thought that clown was one scary motherfucker. The Hamburglar stole his bag of
Oh, I was paranoid. I thought there was
Alright,
bugs
this is
on
the
me.
first level. Now, does it look familiar? So where have I seen this before? Jumping around collecting M's? Oh, like coins. Mario Brothers? Like, yeah, that's where I've seen this. It's just like Super Mario Brothers 3. Let's check it out. I mean, the map looks similar, same idea. The stages are designed the same. Jumping on enemies, I mean, everything looks the same. Mario's controls were a lot better, though. Well, pretty much everything's better. So back to McKids. I changed my mind. It actually is pretty original. I mean, walking upside down, I mean, that's pretty creative. Well, it makes me feel sick. They must have been on crack when they came up with this game. So you go around collecting cards that you need to beat the level. So there you go, into Ronald's magic zipper, running around through magic McDonald world.
Yes.
God, that really
You know,
makes me
I have
nauseous.
this nervous tick where
Don't try to kill anything with those blocks.
I try to like
Really
pick
doesn't
on
work
my
too well.
scabs
Collect some more useless M's that don't do
because
anything.
I'm just so like
Alright, here's a shitty bonus
anxious.
game. You jump on these arrows that make you go up. You gotta jump on the white ones until you get to the top. And when you get to the top, you go into another zipper and you collect some one-ups, which aren't really that important because there's a part where you can get a whole bunch of them. Then you go to birdies.
So I'm just on YouTube going through shit. I really am just, I don't know. I'm tired. I don't think this has dried up yet, but I can look. No. I have to completely wait for this to dry up. I'm gonna leave that there. But I don't know that I'm going going to paint 1000. Yeah. This is, I'm looking at my disorder, my schizoaffective disorder, and what can I do to improve, you know? It's been an hour, so I spent the whole day trying to paint this stupid ass paint, and I'm so glad that I got finished with it. Ah, jeez. And yeah, I get no views on YouTube, but this is just a hobby, you know, and it just keeps me sane, keeps me from committing suicide, I guess. This channel has been up for many years, which is just beyond crazy to me that this fucking like this YouTube channel is like 14 years old. That's crazy. Oh wow. It's crazy how these videos that I did were getting views, which is pretty cool. I have over almost half, like, a lot of views. Nine likes, which is just nothing. They're all like for like videos. But yeah, I'm looking. I'm going on Reddit. So I am so frustrated with how my life has become. And
Stereotypical Chinese music's playing over and over in a loop. So after you beat the first level, the rest of the game is just the same repetitive thing over and over again. I mean, it's more fun taking a shit. Each board, you collect 8 yin-yang symbols, you fight the boss, and then you get the key. And by the way, the key in this game is called the Flaming Key of Freedom. Flaming, huh? Kind of like the Flame Whip in Simon's Quest. The boss fights aren't even challenging because all you have to do is stand on the platform until they turn their back. Then you drop down, land a few hits, and then you repeat. Shit, pickle. For the last boss in the game, Shiva, I was expecting something a little better. I don't know why, but all you get is this weird statue. And why the fuck is it green? I mean, could they have picked another putrid color but green? Shit, pickle. So after you beat the boss, you get to see the best ending in video game history.
What a piece of shit.
Pickle. Top Gun sort of marks the beginning of a genre. It was one of the first flight simulation games for the Nintendo Entertainment System. We obviously know they ain't
I'm
got shit
so
compared
fucking
with
bored.
games today, and for that,
I have nothing
might
to
think it's
talk
not worth
about.
complaining about.
Yeah.
But no, it sucks ass now, and it sucked ass back
Ah.
then. Check it out. Mission 1 is training for the next mission. Okay, sounds simple
I'm
enough.
just waiting for
So
this
you get a
painting
choice
to
of
dry
missiles. So
down.
would you rather have more
You know
or
what?
less? What kind of fucking choice is
I
that?
have no idea,
I mean,
but
the idea is that the fewer missiles is more powerful.
I have
Guess what? Whenever you shoot
depression
an enemy plane, all it
and
takes is one
anxiety
shot to
coming
blow 'em
through
up.
right now.
Even your regular
I
machine
had to
gun
fart.
bullets take 'em down in one shot. So
I
what's the difference?
farted.
And I love all the useless
I
information.
farted.
Altitude, speed. I mean, really, what does it matter? And look at all the gauges on the right just for decoration.
Yeah,
The first thing
so
that really sucks about the gameplay is just the fact that it's boring. 90% of the time, you're
So,
just
yeah.
flying into a blank sky as little pieces of cotton come flying at you. And yes, I know they're supposed to be clouds. Also, notice the absence of music. I know the developers were trying to make something new to make it realistic, but what we get is a game that makes you feel like you're in this blank, mindless void. Like, if purgatory exists, this is what it is. Top Gun for the NES. I'd rather fly a cargo plane full of rubber dog shit out of Hong Kong. Uh-oh, I'm really fucked now. I gotta land on an aircraft carrier. A feat that's impossible. Your radar monitor gives you instructions on how to land.
Ooh, Vice
but no
City
matter what you do,
multiplayer.
you still crash.
You know, it's like every time I get to this part, I think I
That
might
seems
have a
fun.
chance. This is gonna be it. Finally gonna land the plane.
Speed down, left, left, speed up, right, right, speed up, speed down, left, left, speed up, speed down, up,
That's
up,
cool.
up, up. I'm hitting up.
It's so cool. That's what I always liked about playing the old GTAs on the computer.
It's impossible. I mean, why is it so hard? I mean, I guess because they were trying to make it realistic, like if you were actually trying to land on a real aircraft carrier, but I highly doubt that any of this game is like really flying a plane.
So even though I crashed, it only takes a life away and it still lets me continue to the next level. Mission 2, destroy an enemy aircraft carrier. Alright, fine. As long as I don't have to fucking land on it. Now the only difference with the second level is that you're below the clouds and you can now see the water. Basically it's just a darker color blue than the sky. But stay the fuck away. There's battleships that shoot the shit out of you. You're best off just flying into the sky the whole time. Now halfway through this level, your fuel starts to run out. So this refueling plane comes and then you have to control its nozzle. So just like landing the plane, this is impossible and I've never once done it. You just have to be lucky. I mean, your accuracy has to be 100%. And really, I don't have a fucking clue how it works. Down, down, speed up, down, down, left, left, up, up, speed up, left, left, down, down, up, up, and left, left, right, right, up, left, left, down, down, up, up. What the fuck? What was I supposed to do? Now look at the plane. It just goes away like, fuck him. I mean, they just leave you out here to die. At this point, it should just say game over, but instead it allows you to play for a little longer, which is pointless. You're done for. The refueling plane doesn't come back, and within minutes, your fuel runs out and you finally lose. And that's as far as I ever got. What a shitload of fuck. This game chews turds. This game sucks your balls off and spits them up your ass. Now I know there's only 4 levels in the game, so it's kind of the same deal as Karate Kid. It's a short game, but it's as hard as a fucking T-Rex's shit.
Now, because I've never passed that refueling plane, I've never seen the last 2 levels. So what I've decided to do here is to create my own version of what I think the last 2 levels may be like.
Mission 3, blow shit up. Mission 4, vent your anger and destroy the TV. You just haven't had enough fun torturing yourself with this awful game, and you still want some more? Well, guess what? You're in luck. There's a sequel, Top Gun: The Second Mission, which doesn't really make much sense because it sounds like you're talking about the second mission in the first Top Gun. So, whatever. I mean, wouldn't this be Mission 5 and up? Even the tops of the game cartridges look completely identical. Top Gun and Top Gun. If you have a microscope, you might be able to read the second mission under there. Now, to tell you the truth, the second Top Gun isn't as bad as the original. But it sure is a hell of a lot fucking harder if you could actually believe that. The gameplay is a lot faster. You can fly upside down and spin around, although I don't really know what the point of that is. And there's also not as many dead spots where you're just waiting for something to happen, looking for enemies. Here, your enemies come after you right away, and they just blow you out of the sky, so you have to really think fast. The missiles are really hard to dodge, and just like the first time, one missile is enough to kill you. But this time, they're even worse, because they're faster, and they don't seem to come anywhere near as close as they did before. In the original Top Gun, when a missile hits you, it looks like this. And in the sequel, it looks like this. Much farther
Should
away.
I put in there?
So if you play the original first, you're going to be really disoriented.
I have
You
no
so
idea,
much
to
less
be
time to get
honest.
out of the way. Besides,
What
they still
should
look
I
like bowling
put
balls on the fire.
as the
I never
payday?
made it past the first stage, but that's
It's
also
really
because I
hard.
don't have the patience for this crap. Now,
And
adding to
why
this
I
game,
just
there's a
don't have the
versus.
energy
The one-player game where you battle
or
a computer is impossible.
anything to
Your
just
opponent just disappears right away.
put something on there.
Blast your ass to oblivion. And the two-player game is what it is.
So,
Just two players shoot each other
I
up.
don't know.
And the one thing I find really disappointing is that after you blow up your opponent, you see him escape in a parachute. And you don't want that to happen. You want to see him die. Anyway, that's all I have to say about this garbage. Fuck balls. Ooh, I know what you're thinking. How dare you pick on Double Dragon? But I'm not. Double Dragon's awesome. And so is Double Dragon 2, The Revenge. But Double Dragon 3, The Sacred Stones, is just a fucking waste. First of all, those talking parts really slow the game down. I mean, why not just shut the fuck up and let me fight? Now, the big problem I have with this game is just that it's too damn hard. All you get is one life. One life. If you die once, you start all over again. Now, I can get through the first two Double Dragons without dying a single time until maybe the last levels, but this one, I can't even get through the first level. Everybody gangs up on you and they just drain your energy. And yes, even your energy bar goes down faster than in the previous games. I guess they were trying to make this one realistic, like if in real life you went out onto the streets to fight this many people at the same time, you'd get your ass handed to you. And when you die once, that's it. You're brown bread. You're not coming back. You can't fuck around with this game. Never, ever go in between anybody. Try to keep your enemies on one side. And keep using that spin kick. When they're all over you, it's your only attack worth using. But sometimes the fucking kick won't work. Yes, I swear it's true. I know how to do the spin kick. I can get it to work most any given time. But when I'm desperately trying to get my enemies off me, it just doesn't happen. I mean, what the fucking shit is that about? Fuck this game. Your only chance to see beyond the first level is to either be a Double Dragon god or to use two players. But whatever you do, don't pick game B, because that's where you can hit each other, and that makes it pointless if you want to get far. Now, just like the one-player game, it starts off with the story sequence, but this time it shows both Double Dragons, Billy and Jimmy Lee. Oh wait, Bimmy and Jimmy? How'd they make a mistake like this? Bimmy isn't even a real name. How did this happen? They didn't even proofread this shitty game before they released it? Bimmy and Jimmy? I'm sorry, I just can't get over that. Bimmy and Jimmy. There's a typo in a Nintendo game, let alone a fucking Double Dragon game, and it's the first screen.
Yeah, I'm done.